So finally, Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 is officially out on PC, but what if I told you can actually play this insane horror game on your mobile? Yeah, on your phone. No console, no expensive setup, just your device, running one of the craziest horror game ever released. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it step by step. So if that sounds interesting, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. So first of all, open GameHub. Now go into PC Emulator. Inside that, tap on Import PC Games. Your internal storage will open. Go to the folder where your game is. Open that folder and select the games.exe file. Once selected, tap on Confirm. And that's it. Your game is now imported. But don't run it yet. The most important part is the settings. Now tap on the three dots next to the game. Go into PC Game Settings. We'll start with General Settings. First, choose the resolution. If you have a low RAM device, keep it on a lower resolution for better stability. If you have a decent or high-end device, you can safely go with 720p. Once that's done, move to Compatibility. Here, set Translation Parameter to Extreme. After that, go back. Scroll down until you find GPU driver. For this game, select System Driver. Then scroll a little further down and tap on DXVK version. Set it to DXVK 2.3.1 async. Next, tap on VKD3D and choose the latest available version. After that, go into CPU Translation and again select the latest version. Now scroll down to VRAM limit. If you're using a mid-range device, set it to 2 GB or lower. If you're on a high-end device, you can set it to 4 GB. And now the final step inside Settings. Go to the Components section. Tap on Add Component. Scroll down and select VC Redis 2022. It will automatically install and appear in the list. And that's it. All important settings are complete. Now we're finally ready to run the game. Go back and tap on your game to start it. At the beginning, you'll see the Gamma adjustment screen. Adjust it properly and press A to accept. The game will now launch. Before starting a new game, go into Settings. First, you'll see the Controls section. Then move to Display. Here you can adjust contrast, saturation, and gamma according to your preference. You can also unlock the FPS limit if you want smoother gameplay. Next, go into the Graphics section. For best performance, set everything to lowest. Then move to Audio. If you want, you can turn off music like I do. It sometimes helps reduce minor load. And that's it. Setup is fully complete. Now go back and start a new game. In the opening cutscene, you might notice some graphical glitches. But you don't have to worry. Just skip it for now. Once you enter the actual gameplay, you won't see those glitches anymore. The game runs pretty smoothly, and visually it actually looks impressive. If you notice slight stuttering, that could be because of screen recording, not the game itself. Also, this game starts off pretty fast-paced. That's why I highly recommend using a controller for a proper console-like experience. It makes movement, aiming, and overall gameplay much smoother. But if you don't have a controller, no worries. You can still play using GameHub's on-screen touch controls. Yes, it might feel a little difficult at first, but if you're a pro like me, you'll handle it easily. And that's it for today's video. If this tutorial helped you, drop a like. If you're new here, subscribe for more detailed emulator setups like this. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, enjoy the gameplay.